Hello, guys. Welcome to AI Prompting 101. If you're still sleeping on it, this is the age of AI, and for you to get the best out of it, you need to learn AI prompting. This is relevant for students, for business class, for engineers, for programmers, every field. Every field needs this. In your daily life, you started using one AI tool or another, and if you've not started, you need to actually get started because it's going to boost your efficiency as best as possible. But the main point is for you to get the best out of any AI tool that you're using, regardless of which one it is, Gemini, GPT, Perplexity, and the likes, and a ton of others that are out there. You need to know how to prompt those AI engines effectively. So if you're ready to learn, take a set and come with me. Let's go on this journey. I promise to make it short and sweet. The first thing you need to know is, so I saw this image and I felt like it really struck a nerve regarding what AI prompting is. And the conversation is, you never told me you knew that, and the AI prompt says you never asked. So depending on what you ask the AI prompt, that's determines the kind of response you get. And if you don't ask the right questions, you're not going to get the right answers, basically. And you would want to wonder what is actually prompt engineering in itself. What is AI prompt? So AI prompting is also known as prompt engineering, and so I'm going to be using those words interchangeably in the course of this video. And it's a process of crafting specific instructions or queries, which are known as prompt, to interact with an AI system and elicit a desired outcome. Very simple and short. So if you want an apple, you need to specify what type of apple you want, what shape, what size, and other details like that. So you can get the most desirable outcome. If you just type "I want an apple," it's just going to look for maybe a dead apple. It's not going to care about you because you've not specified. You've not been as clear as possible. So it's going to just look for any information about apples and going to draw it in the space for you, and you have to figure out, you now have to start, filtering through all the information to sieve out what is relevant to you, which is not the best use of an AI prompt. So, quickly, without talking a lot of gibberish, let's go down into learning. What I'm currently on is a PDF document that Google has curated, um, and contains a whole lot of information about AI prompting, and you can learn a lot. There are a lot of examples. There are a lot of details that you can pick from this, and I think for a starting point, this should be the first document you actually digest to learn AI prompting. So in this document, it actually captures four main areas to consider when prompting. The first one is the persona. So uh, if you're prompting an AI, the AI needs to embody a specific role to be able to respond as an expert in that role. And so that's the persona. So the task: what action do you want the AI to perform? What task do you want the AI to respond to? The context: if there are a lot of context, like, is it in London? Is it in a developing country? Is it an industry? Is it in a specific field? What's the context? Then what's the format? What are you expecting the output should look like? Is it a bullet points? Is it like a long narrative? Is it a storyline? Is it a script? You need to specify those kind of information. So these are the four key main areas that your prompts need to cover to get the best responses or best outcome from an AI system. And there's an example here. Here's an example. So you are a program manager in what industry? So that's like the persona. You've given the AI a set of persona to embody. Now, draft an executive summary email. That's the action. That's the task you want the AI to perform. So draft an executive summary email. And the persona is based on the details about relevant programs. So you need to put that into context of what kind of context is there, like a if is the email based on a meeting that was just had? Is there a summary document that you want the email to take insight from, and things like that. Then the last thing is the format. Bullet limit to bullet points. Simple and short. So that's like a starting point for utilizing AI prompting. And a lot of people use AI these days for email responses, email replies, email typing, a lot of document writing and things like that. So this is a starting point for you to start filtering out, ensuring that when you're creating a document with an AI prompt, with an AI system, you ensure that you give it the right questions or the right instructions so that it can produce the best output. Because remember, this image still resonates. If you never ask, the AI will never respond to you the way you expect it to. So, so that's it. There are a lot of information here that Google has documented um, around how to make use of AI prompting using natural languages, be specific and iterate, be concise, avoid complexities, use simple languages, don't use jargons, make it a conversation rather than uh, a lot of ambiguous statements. Make it a conversation that you're having, like you're talking to someone. If you have documents that AI can learn from, and you want the AI to actually pick salient information from, you can add it. And obviously, because it's Google that produced this document, they have streamlined it to Gemini. But you can leverage the message or the information here and replicate it in other AI systems, just like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and the likes of that. So it's not restricted. AI prompting cuts across the different types of AI or the different producers of AI systems that we have out there. Um, and I must say, this is a rich document that you could. I'm gonna put the link in the comment section. So please go there to find out this. So quickly going into a quick use case example. You're planning a 3-day offsite meeting to build an agenda. You brainstorm with Gemini Advance. Now this is the prompt. I am an executive administrator to the team director. Our newly formed team now consists of content marketers, digital marketers, and product marketers. We are gathering for the first time at a 3-day offsite in Washington, D.C. Plan activities for each day that include team bonding activities and time for deeper strategic work. Create a simple agenda for me. Fantastic. Now, this is a simple, direct AI prompt that would give you the best outcome for an agenda. Remember, it has captured the persona, the task, the context, and the format. Now, it's not compulsory for all these specific elements to go in any particular order. So you could put the context first, then continue with the task, and the persona comes next, and the format comes last. Or you could start with the format. You can just move things around. The important thing is that all of these elements need to be in your prompt, and that is what the AI would work with. So quickly, let's try this out. I'm gonna copy this if he allows me. Copy is starting to act funny, so I'm just gonna copy this and go into Gemini, paste it. Uh, because it doesn't copyright, it's making me have to do a lot of formatting and things like that. Well, I could as well just have typed it, but I just wanted to um, show you how neatly packed it is. So basically, this is the same information. Now let's click on that and let's get it to produce a prompt, produce a result. Fantastic. So theme: synergizing our marketing powerhouse. Overall goal: just giving you like an overall goal. Potential venue example strategy. So it's actually give you like a lot of details. potential venues. Now, a simple agenda: day one, building foundation and understanding, blah blah blah. It's a detailed. Can you see how detailed this is? And this is. I'm going to do something very quickly here. I'm going to duplicate this tab. I'm going to duplicate this tab, and I'll just say, and I'll change the information. Uh, I'll change the information to. Uh, I'll change the information to create a 3-day agenda. So I'll just do something very simple and basic. Create a 3-day agenda for a brainstorming session. And you see the difference in, because this is a very vague, ambiguous, ambiguous statement. Can you see how very myopic it gives you? No context. The context is not there. The persona is not there. It's just the task that I've given it. So there's a difference between this response and this response. This is more detailed and actually tailored towards your specific need, rather than a generic response that is provided here. So you can see the difference between having the best AI prompting, well, having AI prompting work for you, and just going with the wind. So that's the difference. And because I don't want this video to be too long, I'm going to continue with that. And there's a lot of other examples here. The reason why I love this document is because the Google team actually took their time to provide use cases and a lot of insight into how to get the best AI prompting, and a lot of use cases there you, that you can pick from. You can use as a starting point to learn AI prompting. If you're a more technical person, like a developer, and you want to uh, leverage AI prompting from an API standpoint, there's another resource that you can actually leverage. This is what they call PromptLayer.com. You can go to PromptLayer.com, and this helps you connect directly to the core of any AI system, and actually trigger some and actually optimize prompting, optimize your prompting to fit your persona, to fit yeah the context, and you can actually tweak things around a lot. So this is prompt engineering, and it's for experts. So it's not for beginners that are well, relatively with limited knowledge of AI systems. You can actually utilize this, but you still need to have some background knowledge about AI systems. But if you're confident about it, you can dive into it and explore. So this is how, I'm not going to go a lot into this because it's a product in itself, and obviously the pricing's there and a lot of other details there. But trust me, you can start for free, and this is a really good way to start API level prompt engineering. Another resource that I found useful, that I think is very relevant for you all to know, is prompt engineering for generative AI. So there's a book by O'Reilly, a fantastic author, a fantastic book from James Phoenix and Mike Taylor, that actually dives into the details of prompt engineering for generative AI. So all these resources are geared towards ensuring that you have the best knowledge of AI prompting, and you can leverage AI systems to achieve simple tasks in your daily endeavors. And you can quickly, easily impress your bosses at work. You can easily get stuff done. If you're creating a startup, trust me, down to marketing strategies, um, business development, product development, and a lot of things like that. You can leverage the use of AI to achieve a ton of things there. So don't limit yourself. Keep learning. This is the age of AI, and the more you learn, the more you discover new things. So if you discover new things that I've not talked about in this video, please put it in the comment section and let us learn together. This is where we are, and thank you.